Hello viewers, welcome to Sadshan's Kitchen. On behalf of Sadshan's Kitchen, I wish you and your family a happy, peaceful and a prosperous Diwali. So the dish for Diwali special today is a sweet that is supposed to be called as the king of sweets. So I think looking at the ingredients, you should be able to guess what I'm going to make today. It's going to be an amazing, delicious, lip-smacking badam halwa. So the ingredients for this badam halwa are badam. So today I've taken around 250 grams of badam. Then I've taken some milk, which is around 150 to 200 ml of milk. Saffron strands to garnish the sweet and to give more flavor. Sugar, same 250 grams. So always remember, whatever quantity you're going to take for badam. For example, I've taken 250 grams of badam today. So I'm taking the same quantity, 250 grams of sugar, and ghee, which is going to be the king of the dish. So if the king of the dish is going to be badam, then the queen will be the ghee. So these two are the important ingredients for this dish, and some sliced almonds to garnish the dish. So let's go about how to make this delicious badam halwa. Shall we go about how to make? So before we start making, I just wanted to tell you something very important. So I have soaked this badam in water, hot water, for around 30 minutes, and I've peeled the skin and kept it. So now what are we going to do is, we are going to grind this badam and milk to a coarse mixture. You shouldn't grind it to a very fine paste, it should be a little coarse. But the badam pieces should be ground fully, but the paste should be coarse. Got it? I hope you've understood what I've said. If you have any doubts, please mention it in the comment section. Okay? So now I've added the badam. Next I'm going to add the milk. So now I'm going to add the milk. Now shall we grind it to a paste? Okay? So can you see, it's a little coarse. It's not really fine. It's not a smooth paste, but it's a little coarse. Can you see that? Yes. So now we'll start making the halwa. Okay? It should not be fine, smooth paste, guys. Once again, I'm saying it should be a little coarse. Can you see here and there it's a little coarse? Yes, this is how it should be. Okay? So the kadai is heated. I'm going to add some ghee now. Can you see? So much ghee. I'm going to add some more ghee. Now I've added so much, but in between in this halwa you should keep adding the ghee. Okay, don't keep it on high flame. Chances of the halwa getting burnt will be higher. So keep it on medium high flame, and you should keep continuously stirring it. Don't leave it and go this side that side, because your halwa will get burnt and all the efforts that you've put in to make this halwa will go for a waste. So please keep stirring halwa. This preparation or the process of making this halwa will take about 30 to 40 minutes, guys. But you have to keep stirring it for the halwa to turn out delicious and yum. So now I'm going to add in the badam paste, the grounded badam paste. So I've added the badam paste and I'm going to keep stirring it continuously now. Be careful, guys. Keep it on middle high flame, as it might get burnt. You have to keep continuously stirring it. Use a ladle like this so that it may not splash on your hands when it's getting cooked. So be careful about it. You have to keep continuously stirring it. Okay? I've kept it on medium flame now. Now I'm going to add some milk. I've taken around 150 to 200 ml of milk today, for which I use some to grind the badam mixture. I'm going to keep stirring it continuously, okay? I'm going to keep continuously stirring it like this. So when I feel the raw smell of the badam and the milk have slowly vanished, I will then add some saffron strands so that I get the flavor of the badam halwa. The aroma, right, when the badam gets cooked with the milk and ghee, and the smell of the saffron strands will really be, it's like, I don't know, it'll be like you want to just gulp the halwa right away. But of course, we'll have to wait till the halwa gets cooked, right? So I've kept it on medium flame and I'm cooking it. Don't keep it on high flame, guys. I'm telling you this time and again because your halwa may get burnt. So please keep it on medium low flame. So now I'm going to slowly start adding in the saffron strands. The raw smell of my milk and badam have reduced, so now I'm going to add the saffron strands. If you want, you can keep it on low flame and you add the saffron strands. So I'm a person who loves a lot of kesar in my food, in sweets. So I'm going to add some kesar like this. Just lavishly I sprinkle because I love the flavor of saffron. So I'm just going to sprinkle it like this. I'm going to give it a good stir. There is a common practice where some people, what they do, the saffron strands, they stir it along with some hot milk and keep it separately. And when the badam halwa gets slowly cooked, then they will add the saffron milk to bring some color to the badam halwa. But I'm directly adding the saffron strands. It's your wish as to how you want to do. If you think people in your family may not like the flavor of kesar, that is saffron, much, you can reduce the quantity of saffron. So keep stirring it like this. Badam has a lot of benefits basically. So like I said, I want to tell you, badam is like an all-in-all dry fruit, I should say, that has all the properties to prevent you from hair fall. Your hair will become stronger. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. It's good for your brain, especially for smaller children. Badam is supposed to be very good because it's rich in omega-3. And it's very good for the development of the child. For pregnant women, this badam is like a superfood, I should say. For pregnant women, if you eat this badam, I'm not saying badam halwa. Badam halwa, of course, you can make it once in a while and have an occasion like Diwali or any special occasion at home or any good news that you're going to receive at home. You can always make badam halwa. Not an issue. But as a sweet, in fact, badam is supposed to be a superfood for diabetic patients, okay? It's supposed to be very good at keeping your blood sugar levels in track because it's got a lot of magnesium in it. So it stabilizes your blood sugar levels. So keep stirring the halwa like this. And badam, guys, please, it is a must to have badam in your routine. It has a lot of benefits. We all eat a lot of junk food, right? When we give so much of importance for junk food and we can love junk food, we can love a food that is also good for health, right? So I'm going to add in some ghee now. Keep adding ghee at intervals. Okay, so I've added so much of ghee now. Again, I'm going to keep stirring it. Now, okay, I'm going to add in the sugar for the halwa. So like I already said, 250 grams of badam and same 250 grams of sugar. Okay, I'm going to add the sugar. I've added 250 grams. Guys, here and there, don't think you can do it. No, you cannot do it for the same quantity. So whatever quantity you take for badam, the same quantity you should take sugar. Remember that. Now see, as you put sugar, the badam halwa is slowly becoming more liquidish. Can you notice that? See, the color of the badam halwa has also changed. It's become nice yellow. Can you see? Guys, I actually forgot to tell you something. You know what? An interesting fact that I myself got to learn just few days back. A pinch of salt in any sweet that you make is supposed to be enhancing the sweetness of the fruit. I mean of the sweet. It will enhance the sweet of whatever sweet dish you're making. So I'm just going to add a pinch of salt. Not more than that, guys. So please be careful. Just a pinch of salt. Now my halwa is getting cooked. Can you see? It's getting liquidish. After adding the sugar, it's become a little liquidish. So when you grind the badam and the milk, do be careful of adding a lot of milk. You have to be very careful when you add the milk. Add little by little, grind and then see. Don't just pour milk, as it is. Keep seeing the consistency and add milk as it is needed. Okay, so be careful about the consistency of the paste. Like I already told you, it should be coarse. It should not be a smooth fine paste. So be careful about that. So the halwa is getting cooked. Sumptuous ghee, badam, milk, everything is getting mixed to give us a delicious Diwali special badam halwa. Like I said, guys, please include badam in your diet. Badam is rich in antioxidants. What not does it have? It has everything. It has antioxidants. It's got good amount of magnesium. It's got a lot of fiber. It's got everything. And I think we should have badam once in a while in our lives. We all love to snack on chips, pakodas and junk food. Why not snack on some badam halwa? It's very good, no? Even for sugar patients. But of course, anything in excess is not good for us, right? So, anything in small amounts or moderate amounts is good for our health. Don't have too much of anything, too much of spice or too much of sweet. Anything is not good for our health. So, be very careful. I'm continuously stirring it now. So can you see, I'm just adding a pinch of salt. That's it. That's it you should add. Okay? So, not more than that, guys. The quantity I showed, that's it. Because it's supposed to be enhancing the taste of the, it will enhance the sweetness. So be very careful. Don't add too much salt, then salt, it will not be a sweet, it will become a salty dish. So be very careful when you add the salt to the badam halwa. Can you see? I'm going to be continuously stirring it. Now, once again, I'm going to add ghee. On the whole, guys, for this badam halwa, you need around 150 to 200 ml of ghee. Okay? Only if you add that so much ghee, this dish will be that tasty. Don't think if I add so much ghee, it's not good for health. No, sweet is something that we make only for an occasion. So please do not hesitate to add the ghee. If you want that delicious lip smacking badam halwa, you need to add that so much ghee for your badam halwa to be delicious. Okay? Guys, let me tell you something very important. Apart from all the ingredients, there is one ingredient which we should have first, with some patience. Patience is very important to make this halwa. You need to keep stirring it. You have to keep standing next to it, like how we make other dishes. We just can't go like that and come back. So you have to keep standing right. Guys, can you see the ghee is literally glazing on top? The glaze of ghee is just on top. The halwa is just getting cooked. Why to buy badam halwa from outside sweet shops when you can make it yourself at home? That delicious, the same sweet stall taste, you'll get it at home. And why do we even have to go and get it from outside? I know, I understand not many times we'll have this much time to make this halwa. Sometimes we might have sudden guests at home, unexpected guests at home. We may need to have a sweet. So that's when we all go to the sweet store, right? But yes, this badam halwa is something that everyone and anyone will enjoy. Especially it is very good for kids because badam is supposed to be rich in omega-3. Like I already told you, it's good for the development of the child. So give a lot of badam for your kids. If you think they are not eating badam like that, you can try including it in some other way. Maybe you can give it in form of badam milk, or you can give it in form of a sweet like this, an amazing rich badam halwa with a lot of ghee. Can you see? You can give like that. Try including badam as much as you can. If you think your child likes it, there is a dish called almond soup. I'll try making that very soon and post the recipe of that almond soup. It's supposed to be very good for your health. Badam is a superfood, definitely. It has good amount of fiber, magnesium, protein. It even helps you in weight loss. So, especially for bodybuilders, badam will be a very good source of protein. So keep stirring the badam halwa like this. It's just getting cooked. So I can give you 2 tips to tell you that the badam halwa is cooked. One, it will stop puddling. Can you see some small puddlings popping out when it's getting cooked? That will reduce. And second thing is, you can see that glaze of ghee on top. That glaze of ghee floating on the halwa. So that is another proof. And one more thing, it will not be sticking on the pan like this. It will become like a dough. Dough where, it doesn't even stick to the pan. It will become easy. So my halwa is still getting cooked. It will still take some time. My halwa is still getting cooked. Delicious badam halwa. If we want a delicious dish, we need to wait, right? For anything good in our life, we have to wait. We can't get anything that easily in our life, right? So for the same way, it goes to badam halwa as well. You'll have to keep waiting. We have to keep stirring. We have to have a lot of patience, which is the key ingredient to make this dish. So keep stirring. Don't miss, guys. Please, you might, the halwa might get burnt. Of course, the cost of badam or almonds are not very, it is not pocket friendly. The rate of badam is a little high. So please be careful when you make this badam halwa. The color of the badam halwa, the smell, the aroma of the kesar, ghee, everything, I really am telling you, I'm enjoying the smell of this badam halwa. Do try, and I want you also to, I want all my viewers and subscribers to experience this feeling of smelling this aroma of the kesar, ghee and badam. So do try this. Beginners, please try making this. There's nothing that's impossible. Do try making this dish. Everyone are beginners. No one becomes an expert. No one is a born expert in cooking. Everyone learns out of bad experiences. So beginners can also try this dish with some guidance, with some expert guidance at home. Maybe your mom's guidance, something you can use. Today my halwa is coming out really well. My badam halwa is just getting done. See, it's just getting cooked. Can you see the color? The kesar has changed the look. When we started making the halwa, what was the color? And after we added the kesar, and as we kept stirring, the color of the badam halwa has changed. Now the badam halwa is almost done. It's almost cooked. 90 to 95% is done. It is not even sticking to the pan now. It's become like a dough. It's slowly coming to a dough consistency. Can you see? Middle high flame. Don't keep it entirely on high flame. I'm repeating this time and again, guys. Many of us, we forget. So we might have someone who's calling us at home. We might have to attend to it. Don't leave the stove. In that case, please switch off the stove and then go. Do not keep the flame on high and go, or keep the flame on low flame. Do either of these, but don't leave it unattended. Hence your halwa will come to a stage where it cannot even be repaired once again. So please be careful. I felt that my halwa was lacking a little bit of ghee, so I've added some more ghee. Keep adding it in regular intervals. Do not add it at once, or do not keep adding it too often. That then and there, when you see halwa is getting a little dry, if you think it's lacking a little bit ghee, add a lot of ghee, guys. Ghee is a very good source of fat. Once in a while, having so much ghee is not at all going to harm you at all. And badam, it's got milk. It's very I should say it's a very nutritious sweet, you know. So try making this. I felt there was a little bit of ghee lacking in my halwa, so I've added some more ghee to my halwa. Delicious and sumptuous badam halwa is ready. Now we shall just plate the badam halwa, okay? So now to garnish my badam halwa, I'm just going to add some sliced almond like this. Just sprinkle some and just some saffron strands. You can just sprinkle it like this. The halwa is great to go and delicious, and you can enjoy this delicious badam halwa. It's a lip smacking. Ghee will literally melt in your mouth. You'll get an amazing taste of the badam and saffron. What more do you want, guys, for this Diwali? I'm sure many of us wouldn't be able to enjoy Diwali as we used to do before, like, you know, bursting crackers, enjoy with family because of this pandemic. But I'm sure you can at least treat yourself for Diwali with such a kind of a sweet. So please do enjoy your Diwali, my viewers and subscribers. I once again wish you and your family a happy, peaceful and a prosperous Diwali. Like, share and subscribe.